Actually, I started with as a assistant professor here in SKK GSB since this August, and I have been here just for a few months. And to me, everything is okay. Everything is pretty good up to now. As you may know, I'm a foreigner, who actually didn't speak Korean, but my life here, I think, is still pretty easy. This basically outside, although there's a kind of a language barrier, but many of the Koreans are pretty kind of keen to help me, even though we can't communicate in languages. So the life up to now is, I think, is pretty manageable. It's actually easier than what I thought before I arrived in Seoul. The program is all in English. I think this is the only one, as far as I know, in Korea, which is the kind of the unique selling points of our school. And I think this is very important in the sense of this kind of English environments and the multinational kind of students cohort actually is very important to students either succeed in a career in Korea, or for Koreans who will succeed in the future. Creativity, I think, is one of the key factors which can drive economy or a person to succeed. Back to my PhD school, one of the professors actually did a research on creativity and diversities, and what he show is that in the people who kind of have international exposure tend to be more creative, and I think creativity is very important to these days economy, and especially to Korean economy. In many of the schools, the best students, the best MBA students actually are not coming from business. They may be engineers, or some of them are actually artists. And they did pretty well in the business programs. For the engineering students, for example, I would say when they learn their courses, I would say it's better for them to think about how to connect their own knowledge and experiences combined with the management knowledges they learned. So that in the future, they should look for some position which can, bring these past experiences and the knowledges combined with the business knowledges and to their working environments. I think this is very important. If they succeed, they may find some very unique position in their career, which actually add value to either their employers or their investors if they are entrepreneurs. So after all, at the end of the day, what you actually got rewarded is really depends on what value you can add. And if you just compete on the dimensions where you are actually nuanced, then I would say the outcome maybe will be worse off than you leverage on the past and create value for the future.